Lights, camera, scandal. Tonight's gossip reel is stacked, so let's get you caught up in the juiciest reality TV drama shaking the fandoms. First up, 90 Day Fiancé legend Darcey Silva has the internet in a tailspin, not for a new boyfriend, but for her shocking new face. Fans say she looks like a whole different person, dropping comparisons from Disney's Up Grandpa to Jocelyn Wildenstein herself. Supporters call it her choice, critics call it botched, and everyone's asking the same question: has Darcey gone too far? Meanwhile, Colt and Cortney dropped a confession so wild it made reunion night feel like a comedy roast. From freezer jokes to the infamous 7 times a day meme, fans couldn't decide if they were laughing, gagging, or both. Courtney's blunt honesty, Colt's beads and makeup. It's the kind of reveal that had social media screaming, "Where's the vomit reaction emoji?" Next, buckle up for a cheating scandal straight out of a soap opera. Jennifer accuses Elise of hooking up with her man Cole, while rumors swirl that Jennifer herself might be sneaking off with Rob. Viewers call it high school drama, but the insults are vicious. Outfits dragged, reputation shredded, and fans joking that partner swapping is practically the new cast sport. Scripted or not, it's messy, it's explosive, and everyone's watching. And finally, Adnan and Tigerlily from Happily Ever After are making viewers squirm. With a 20-year age gap and baby on the way, their constant fights have fans calling out Tigerlily's mother-to-child tone and Adnan's outbursts. The uncomfortable dynamic has fans predicting a detour straight into 90, The Last Resort, and maybe some much-needed therapy. This is Paper Highlighter, where no secret stays hidden and no scandal goes unspilled. And now, cue the title card for our first story, Darcey Silva's transformation that left fans speechless. 90 Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva is no stranger to transformation, but her latest look has sparked a firestorm online, leaving viewers split between shock, sympathy, and flat-out disbelief. Darcey has always been open about her love of cosmetic procedures, proudly documenting everything from filler touch-ups to full-blown surgeries. But her newest appearance has fans doing a double take, and not in the way she hoped. Side-by-side comparisons circulating on Facebook and Reddit show two very different Darceys. The glamorous bombshell who built her brand on love and drama, and the current version with lips, brows, and features so altered that some fans admit they barely recognize her. The comment threads have been brutal. One fan dropped the line, "She went from fire to freak." Another declared, "She looks like a whole different person now. Before, you could see the real beauty." Others weren't shy with their comparisons. Groucho Marx, Bill Nye the Science Guy, even the old man from Pixar's Up. A cutting remark summed it up. She could have been the next Olsen twin, but now she's botched. The most repeated complaint? The lips. Fans called them balloon lips, ugly crying lips, and even likened her to infamous socialite Jocelyn Wildenstein, nicknamed the Catwoman, for her extreme surgeries. Some comments were downright cruel, with words like Frankenstein and 80 years old trending in the threads. But amid the harshness, there were flickers of compassion. A thoughtful fan posted, "Sadly, the sisters had no clue how beautiful they were, but these choices are theirs. Body dysmorphia should be considered." Another wrote, "I pray she gets help before undergoing another procedure that could take her life. The odds are not in her favor." Supporters did rally behind Darcey, insisting it's her body and her face, and no one should dictate how she chooses to present herself. But their voices were drowned out by a flood of memes and biting jokes. The overwhelming sentiment? Fans feel they've lost the Darcey they once adored. So, where does this leave Darcey Silva? She's built an entire career on transformation, personal, romantic, and physical. But now the transformation itself has become the headline. The woman who once drew fans in with her heart-on-sleeve vulnerability is now being accused of hiding behind procedures, leaving her audience wondering not just who she'll date next, but who she even is anymore. The bigger question, has Darcey crossed the line that even her loyal fan base can't follow her across? Or is this just another chapter in the Silva sisters' endless saga of reinvention meant to keep people talking and the spotlight squarely on them?
Stick around, because just when you think the 90-day circus can't get any wilder, Colt and Cortney drop a jaw-dropping confession that had the internet gagging, literally. Wait till you hear about the 7 times a day bombshell that turned reunion light into meme central. During a reunion moment that should have been just another round of scripted awkwardness, Colt dropped a bombshell, Cortney doubled down, and suddenly social media was in meltdown mode. Let's set the stage. Colt, beads draped casually around his neck, leaned back in his chair like he was about to read bedtime stories, not ignite chaos. But then, with zero warning, he delivered a confession that had the entire fandom clutching their pearls. The detail? Let's just say it involved frequency, some questionable habits, and the now infamous 7 times a day line. Immediately, Twitter, Facebook groups, and Reddit threads blew up. One fan screamed in all caps, "7? By himself?" And another quipped, "I guess those days are over." Cue the vomit emojis, lots of them. And then came the roasts. Someone swore Colt's necklace looked more like a snake slithering down his chest than a fashion choice. Another cracked, "Between him and Gino, I don't know who's worse." The jokes piled up faster than you could refresh your feed. "Colt gives me basement vibes. He needs some Blue Chew. And he's already got Gino's problems at 39. Cortney didn't escape the blast radius. While some fans praised her for telling it like it is, others dragged her for exposing intimate details on national TV. One viewer wrote, "Even if that were the case, why would you reveal something so personal about someone you claim to love?" Meanwhile, others zoomed in on her stockings, her body language, even her tone of voice, turning every second of her screen time into meme fuel. Then the theories started flying. Was Colt exaggerating for shock value? Was it a side effect of medication? Or maybe just a desperate bid for screen time? Fans weren't buying it at face value. Someone even joked, "Is TLC paying them by the number?" While another added, "We need a doctor's note because this math ain't mathing." And as if that wasn't enough, the confession spawned an entire meme economy. Screenshots of Colt's beads, Cortney's side-eye, and fans' horrified faces were plastered across socials. Some even created parody TikToks acting out the 7 times a day scenario with complete dramatic sound effects. But underneath the laughter and disgust was a current of disbelief. Fans weren't just reacting to the detail, they were reacting to the sheer audacity of putting it out there in the first place. Reality TV thrives on shocking moments, but this one may have crossed into the territory of too much information. The result? Colt and Cortney are trending not for their romance, but for their overshare. And in true 90-day style, they've proven once again that when you think you've seen it all, they'll find a way to make you say, "Nope, didn't need to know that." Don't touch that dial, because if you thought Colt and Cortney's bombshell was messy, wait till you see the cheating scandal tearing Jennifer, Cole, and Elise apart. Accusations, betrayals, and fans asking who's really sleeping with who. It's reality TV chaos at its finest. Jennifer, Cole, and Elise are now the messy trio everyone's talking about, after a confrontation that blurred the line between reality TV heartbreak and scripted spectacle. It all started when Jennifer went full scorched earth, confronting Elise on camera with one explosive accusation, that Elise secretly hooked up with her man, Cole. And if that weren't enough, Jennifer claimed Elise was the very reason her relationship started falling apart. Elise, of course, denied everything, but this isn't her first trip through the scandal machine. Fans were quick to remind everyone that Elise has a reputation for pushing boundaries, with past whispers of her stepping into forbidden territory.
But this time, the fallout was nuclear. Jennifer's voice cracked with anger. Cole squirmed in his seat, and Elise smirked like she'd been waiting for this moment all along. Viewers online were instantly hooked. Twitter lit up with wild takes. One fan joked, "Is this 90-day or high school cafeteria drama?" While another roasted Cole directly, "He's bottom of the barrel and they're fighting over him? Ouch." But it didn't stop there. Some fans threw Jennifer under the bus too, suggesting she's no angel in this equation. A rumor caught fire that Jennifer might have been sneaking around with Rob during the same time she was accusing Elise of betrayal. Cue the endless speculation. Was everyone cheating on everyone? Or was this entire love triangle cooked up by producers to fuel Discovery Plus subscriptions? The mudslinging only got uglier. Jennifer's outfit during the confrontation was dragged relentlessly, with one viral comment snarking, "Did she show up to fight wearing a leash?" And Elise was branded street meat in multiple threads, with users mocking her alleged habit of betting anyone who comes along. And poor Cole, fans called him the weakest link, accusing him of making the whole mess worse by saying too little, too late. But here's the kicker. Speculation grew that the drama extended even further behind the scenes. One fan joked, "Who did Cole cheat with? Carlos?" Sparking a wave of theories about hidden hookups we haven't even seen yet. Suddenly, the triangle looked more like a tangled web, and fans were demanding receipts. What made this scandal hit harder was the raw energy of the confrontation itself. Jennifer's fury, Elise's smirks, Cole's awkward silence, it all felt too real for some viewers, while others insisted it was heavily scripted. As one fan put it bluntly, "This is either the worst heartbreak or the best acting I've ever seen." And that's the beauty of it. Reality TV thrives in that sweet spot where no one knows what's real and what's just for show. Whether scripted or not, Jennifer, Elise, and Cole just secured their spot as the messiest storyline of the season, and the fandom is already hungry for the next episode. Keep it locked, because if you thought a cheating scandal was uncomfortable, wait until you see the age gap drama between Adnan and Tigerlily. Their baby news should have been a happy moment, but fans say their dynamic is flat out hard to watch. From the start, Adnan and Tigerlily's marriage was unconventional. They tied the knot the first time they met. Flash forward to season 9, and they're still together, preparing for a baby. But the tension is thicker than ever. In the most recent episode, Tigerlily and Adnan clashed over religion, specifically whether she would convert to Islam before giving birth. Adnan made clear he expected her to convert before their child arrived, but Tigerlily pushed back, flatly saying she wasn't interested. That disagreement lit the fuse, but what really set fans off was how she handled it. Tigerlily has developed a habit of talking to Adnan as though he were a child, explaining his behavior back to him, asking what he can do better, and essentially scolding him during fights. The condescending tone was impossible to miss, and fans called it soft partnering, comparing her to past cast member Corona Blakey, who used the same tactic. And here's where the age gap comes crashing into the picture. Tigerlily is 41. Adnan, just 22. Viewers pointed out that she's old enough to be his mother, and the way she talks down to him only emphasizes the gap. One fan tweeted, "Angela Deem never even treated Michael like a child, and she's got a big age gap too." Meanwhile, Adnan doesn't exactly help his case. He has a track record of explosive behavior, including that infamous tell-all fight with Niles Valentine. So some fans argue Tigerlily's scolding tone might be her only way to keep him calm. But others say the dynamic is toxic, unsettling, and hard to watch unfold on screen. The storyline has people buzzing about whether this couple is destined for The Last Resort, TLC's spin-off therapy show for the most troubled pairs. With every episode, the arguments get bigger, the age difference feels sharper, and fans are left questioning how long this relationship can last once the baby arrives. The tension is amplified by cultural differences too. Tigerlily insists on maintaining her Western values, while Adnan expects her to adapt to his traditions. The battle for faith, control, and parenting style is just the latest in a string of clashes that highlight how far apart they really are. Some viewers sympathize with Tigerlily, pointing out that Adnan's immaturity makes the dynamic difficult no matter her age. Others slam her for choosing a partner so much younger than treating him like a child when he inevitably acts his age. The whole thing has become one of the most talked about arcs this season, not for sweet romance, but for the sheer discomfort it sparks.